Today I am going to tell you about the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi. The Indian civilization as described by me has been described by the Bhutris in no part of the world, and under no civilization and all men attain perfection. The tendency of Indian civilization is to elevate the moral being. That of the Western civilization is to propagate immortality. The latter is godless, the former is based on belief of God. So understand and so believe, it beholds every lover of Indian to cling to old Indian civilization even as a child climb to the mother's breast. I am no hater of the best. I am thankful to the best for many things. I have learned from the best Western literature. But I am thankful to modern civilization for teaching me that I want India to rise to its fullest height. I must tell my countrymen frankly that after years and years of experience of modern civilization, I have learned one lesson from, and that is that we must shun it all costs. What is that modern civilization? Now the question arises, what is modern civilization? It is the worship of the material, it is the worship, the brute in us, it is adulterated materialism, and modern civilization is nothing, does not think, and at every stage of the trump of material civilization. It is perhaps unnecessary, if not unless debate of the merits of the two civilizations. It is likely that the best has evolved a civilization suited to its climate and surroundings, and similarly, we have a civilization suited to our conditions, and both are good in their own respective spheres. These distinguishing characteristics of modern civilization is an indefinite multiplicity human wants. The characteristics of ancient civilization is an imperative restrictions upon and strict regulating of these wants. The modern or Western insatiableness arise really from one to living faith in future state and therefore also a divinity. The strength of ancient or Eastern civilization arises from a belief often in spite of ourselves in a future state and existence of a divine power. Divine means a spiritual power. Some of the immediate and brilliant results of modern inventions are too modernizing to resist. But I have no manner of doubt that the victory of man lies in the resistance. We are in danger of battling away the permanent good for momentary pleasure, just as the best they have made wonderful discoveries in things material. Similar, Hinduism has made still more marvelous discoveries in things of religion, of the spirit, of the soul. We have no eye for this great and fine discovery. We are dazzled by the material progress that Western science has made, and not in amount of that progress. In fact, it almost seems as thought God in His wisdom is prevented in India from progressing along the line so that it might fulfill its special mission of resisting the honors of the material. Rest will be in the next class. Thank you.